Hello, good day to all the SME entrepreneurs that are attending today. I hope it has been a good learning experience so far. And today, I really just want to share with you a few quick tips on how to make the right marketing strategy at the very least. So, the biggest thing that entrepreneurs need to learn for me is to be deliberate about having a marketing strategy. The key question that you have to ask yourself is, do you even have one? And being a non marketer should never be an excuse not to make one. So, first things first, what is a marketing strategy? And surprisingly, one of the best definitions I have seen is coming from Wikipedia. And it says marketing strategy is a process that can allow an organization to concentrate its limited resources on the greatest opportunities to increase sales and achieve a sustainable competitive advantage. It is so powerful because it really captures the essence of being an entrepreneur. You have limited resources, but ultimately, you want to achieve a sustainable business model. And I think that definition by itself should be the single biggest carrot on why you need to put the effort on making a marketing strategy. It allows you to create more bang for your buck. Just take inspiration from a lot of our local companies. One of the most recent ones for me is actually RC Cola, a small company compared to the giants like Coca-Cola or even Pepsi. So, with the right marketing strategy, arguably, we don't know whether it works or not, but they knew that they had to be talkable to rise out of that clutter. And you have actually a more successful model, say, for example, with Mang Inasal, where they have just really gone consistent with the marketing strategy of being probably the top food chain in the Philippines, and look at where they are now. Now, sometimes it takes time, but again, it is about deliberate effort to stay true to your marketing strategy. Now, most of you would be following the 4Ps as the most famous marketing model. But what I want you to actually learn today is I want you to have a fifth P. And this is really one thing that I've noticed upon talking to a lot of the SMEs and with Go Negosyo. I'd really like you to take a step back and think about a last P. And what is this? This is purpose. Now, purpose, I think, is mistakenly thought of as what is our philosophical why, which most entrepreneurs I talk to are actually super clear of. They know that they want to create a name for their family or even the farm that they have, or even just uplift the Filipino ingenuity. But for me, having a purpose also means that you have to know what your business why is. What is your business objective? What is your marketing objective? Do you want to create jobs? Do you want to profit? This needs to go hand in hand with your philosophical purpose for your business to stand firm in foundation. Now, the reality is not all marketing strategies are made the same. So, the next question I want you to ask yourself, aside from do you have one, is really do you have a good one? To ensure that you indeed have established a strong foundation and hopefully do last you for 1 or even 3 years. And I want to give you three simple tips, which I think can be best summarized with three C's. The first C is choice. The second C is clarity. And the third C is confidence. A marketing strategy really needs you to make a choice based on what purpose you have set. If you did not have to let go of something, that is already a signal or a cue for you that you haven't made a good marketing strategy or you have not made a choice. I have often heard a lot of you say that everyone, all Filipinos, is your target market. And I think that by itself, by choosing everyone, does not mean you have a marketing strategy. Being distributed in all doors or in all supermarkets or in every store that is possible is also not a choice. However, what I want you to also realize is just relying on one aspect or one P will never be sufficient. And I think this is also a common pitfall with a lot of the SMEs that I've talked to. Having a good product And having just a good product and expecting the market to talk about you will never be sufficient, right? You have to find the strategy that will allow this good product or even a superior product to get to the hands of your customers or to your consumers. It needs to go hand in hand because at the end of a day, a strategy is a combination of a lot of choices. The second one really is clarity of your strategy. A good and a clear marketing strategy allows you to horse blind you and your people to go in one singular direction. Oftentimes, I think you guys start with a limited fund of money. And this is why it is so important to make sure that you make one model work first before spreading yourselves too thinly with so many things that you want to do. And once that model works, you will have gathered enough capital or investment to actually churn your money and expand eventually. But again, you have to play your money smart. Now, the other thing that I do want to challenge is a clarity of strategy also needs to push you to know what your point of difference is. Playing in the market, especially with how cluttered the business environment is never sufficient. You have to know and you have to market what makes you different. I talked to one of the food businesses and I asked her this question, right? Why are you even in the market? And the simple answer oftentimes that I hear is, because I have a good product. There will be a lot of fried chickens. There will be a lot of cars and there will be a lot of types of water available and you can sell all those. But there is only a limited amount of money that consumers will be willing to spend. And it is important that you become different. So you become the preference why they will put their money on you. And being clear on what makes you different, what your unique selling point is very important. But the clarity of that also allows you and should push you to communicate that out to the market. Having a good product also means that you have to put them on the right places and you have to put in the right pricing strategy there. Now, the last really is, and again, this is a common pitfall that I see with a lot of SMEs, confidence. Confidence that your marketing strategy or your business objective is right. And this is often a tough one to do because it's so scary once you start seeing your businesses take a loss or you have to start shelling out your own money just to save your business. I know this is very tough. I think confidence is about two things. Confidence on your marketing strategy means that you know your strategy can withstand time with the right pivot. There are a lot of external factors that change the business game. Use these as an information to make the right pivots. If you are confident that you have the right product, that you have the right model, it only takes a little pivot to be on track again. And I do suggest you to read about this book called 1 Degree Turns, because this tells us that if you have the right goal, you have the right business objective, sometimes it really just takes some 1 degree turns that you have to do, but that doesn't mean you have to change your business why. Having the right marketing strategy and just thinking about it allows you to at least get one step up and become different and become the preferred choice of your consumers. Because again, consumer is boss. But ultimately, I want you to exercise and eventually get to a path where you generate that muscle to get to fine tuning what a good marketing strategy is all about. And if there's one thing that I want you to make a choice right after this, is to make a choice to start making your marketing strategy. The ones who make the best marketing strategies will win the game and will make a sustainable business model. Thank you.